To the top right, our Zerg player who did not drop a single map today so far. He's starting for Incredible Miracle, Nest's disciple, former Fnatic player.
LGIM ByuL.
10 drones so far, maybe a 10 pull. Which could really threaten someone with a C first, and there's the 10 Overlord. And his opponent to the bottom left for the Team Startail. Great player in Broodor, even better in StarCraft 2 he is.
StarTail Bomber.
Bomber playing really well today. If you're a Bomber fan and you don't follow him on Twitter yet, check him out, StarTail_Bomber. Same is of course true for ByuL. His Twitter ID is LGIM ByuL. Changed teams a few weeks ago. You can also follow the two of us at ProxyWolf and at Kaldor. And make sure to add at GOMTV. Tweet at the GSL if you have problems, if you like something, let them know and follow them and get updates about what's going on here. We know that a lot of you had problems in the first few days of the year with the stream. We've been trying to improve on that and we are still doing so. Should run a little bit smoother for most of you. But if you want to have updates on all these issues, then at GOMTV as well.
Yes. One more Twitter. Follow at StarCraft for updates on StarCraft, including Heart of the Swarm information. I check that pretty regularly, make sure I know what's going on. Now, we do have a CC first for Bomber, but as predicted, it's on the high ground, just to be safe. We'll be able to wall that off. And we have hatch first for ByuL, so nothing super aggressive from ByuL, in fact, at this moment in time. He's just playing this as standard as could be. If we see a gas, that will change. He actually even scouts to play this super safe and to annoy Bomber. Bomber has to use Halt on his SCV, swaps them out. I really like how Bomber does his wall, because with this wall it's impossible for the drone to get in.
You could see the drone, ByuL didn't believe it for a second. He tried to squeeze the drone in between the two buildings and says, come on, you fit through there. I was like, well, apparently not. You have to go to the gym again, do a little bit more cardio, lose a bit of weight.
Exactly. Drone's stuck a little bit there.
Drone is a little bit too chubby.
He's like, ByuL says, I want you to run all the way home. Whoa! Second CC before the first barracks is done. I haven't seen this in a while.
And you know who's seen it? ByuL. He saw that immediately, right away, with his Overlord in position.
Exactly. And you know, Bomber actually was one of the first players to consistently do this. And that's kind of funny. Bomber and Marine King loved doing this strategy back in, even towards the late part of 2010. And now, this is a situation now for ByuL where he can prepare really well, and he goes double gas. And this is a real...
This is a real double gas. This is not him cancelling on one of those extractors to go for the oversupply.
I wonder if we see Nidus.
Oversupply, in case that you guys are a little bit new to StarCraft, is one of the things that Zerg players can do while they build two structures, then they max out in supply, 36 of 36 for example, cancel the two extractors and then get the drones back on 38 supply of 36. That's not going to happen here. We've seen this in the past, not only in the beginning but also a little bit later, but this time ByuL really wants to have this gas, and this leads them to a situation where he could go for a heavy bailing attack. He could go into a Nidus play, as you already pointed out.
Roaches.
It looks more like we have a bailing attack, because if you really want to go for a Nidus play, you would usually start with a tech to layer a little bit faster.
Before speed.
Exactly. You know your opponent starts with a double barracks, and of course there can be Marines, but if you have the Queens out, then that's usually enough to defend. You can get the speed a little bit later, especially with double gas.
Exactly. Another thing we could see is just super fast mutas. He's getting a third gas.
Yeah, he's gonna tech. With 3 gas, he's not gonna stick it with the bailing aggression. That is way too much gas. Just build a bailing nest and then going.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Yeah,
there's the
layer.
Still feel he could have just built that a bit faster.
Yeah, I am in agreement, because with speed, yeah, he's safer, but against what when you have a fast 3cc? Either way, we'll see what his plan unfolds to. He does get a bailing nest. I mean, I don't think we're going to see a speed bailing attack. I think we are going to see a Spire. The bailing nest is important here because he knows that Bomber with his fast 3cc's could power up to a lot of Marines and hit an attack while he's trying to get his mutas out. But he starts 22 links counter. Is he just going to hit a speed bailing attack? This is weird and unique. I
I don't see it happening because I don't feel that he has a huge advantage with the speed upgrade if he just wants to bust through the wall.
Not at all. Scan goes down, it sees only the Baneling Nest, he clicks on it, so Bomber is going to start bunkers, he starts one already.
All that he needs though. If that's really only for the speed upgrade, I thought he would just try to bust through. I actually feel that at this point he's going for this aggressive Baneling, but the lair tech is just for a follow-up.
He cancelled it.
Ah, he cancelled lair, okay, fakes it. Okay. Interesting.
So he was hoping for Bomber to scan and see that he had a lair. That's actually pretty cool. I never even considered that possibility.
Yeah, me neither.
That's pretty smart.
Didn't consider that for a second. That's why we talked about him going for Banelings when we saw the speed upgrade. That made much more sense. But this is going to be one tough attack. But look at all these bunkers that we have.
This still could work.
It definitely could.
It's going to be really tough. The thing is, if he goes for the center, well, here we go. If he goes for the center barracks, he's going to regret it. He goes for the center one, indeed, and oh no.
The Banelings are there. The SCVs are trying to run away. Well done so far. Fourth bunker survives. He builds another one. He's trying to repair the barracks. He needs to build one to close the gap, but there are Zerglings already on the way. There are more Banelings. He needs to bust through again, and he tries to get close. The Zerglings are blocking the path, and Bomber is fine.
Yeah, Bomber is totally fine. He's even got siege mode started with siege tanks on the way.
And now we have the lair tech again for ByuL. He starts it once more, but his harvester count is now at 38 against 53, and we have triple mule.
Triple mule, and he can land that command center once he gets a few siege tanks out and pushes across the map.
The door to Kodes is wide open.
Yeah, Bomber is feeling good. Link count at this point 33. And Bomber can actually just wait a second, power up more Marines. He's already got combat shields on the way. I don't believe he has stim just yet. Actually, he does.
He has stim. Yeah, he has stim. He goes for additional bunkers. We have him with a the starport now, so he can soon go into Medivacs too. And he is in a great position, and he knows it. He has not won the game yet, and he still has no vision of his opponent's main base, but there are siege tanks. Siege mode is completed. Great opening for him.
Yeah, I don't know what ByuL can do to try to get back in this. He is spreading his creep really nicely, and he's got that lair tech. Starts 1-1 and he goes into Spire. But Bomber is he has so many Marines powered up already, 26 with the upgrades he has. With all the bunkers he just salvaged too, he gets a huge surplus of minerals that he can use to add the 3 barracks, which he adds immediately. He even adds a 4th barracks.
ByuL is now just going into massive macro mode. But this early push didn't do damage. He didn't kill SCVs. How many harvesters did he take down? 2. That's not enough. He's even supply block now. That's the Overlord goes down at the 3rd. And Bomber is in such a good position. Everything is going well for him. He must feel pretty happy about how this started. But as I said, he's not out of it yet. ByuL is a great player. He is at a disadvantage, but he's now going into the Spire. He's starting his tech. I don't think, though, that Mutalisks are going to be the answer that he's looking for. He can shut down the drop play, but can he really do damage to Bomber? I don't think so. Not with those Marines ready with Combat Shield, with Stim, with the +1 attack upgrade, with the next 2 sets of upgrades started, and the missile turrets in the main base.
And what Bomber knows as well is that with the Mutalisks, the Mutalisks are going to be delayed, so you can just go for these drops. This is the purpose place to drop because you can bounce between both bases. Yeah, ByuL has enough, but Bomber keeps the pressure on, keeps him threatened here while he takes his 3rd, which is now totally active and operationally. Drops mules there. He's got both the refineries already set. He's got so many siege tanks ready to defend. His siege tank count already at 4. 4 reactors going down those additional barracks he added, and as soon as those are ready, Bomber's just going to start rallying units across the map, clearing up creep and trying to end ByuL's life.
9 Mutalisks are being built. Missile turrets are set, even a 4th base now being built for Bomber. He has these upgrades ready. Still no vision of the main base. He still does not know what the tech is. He's just preparing for everything that could happen. The forward missile turret is not only there to deal with Mutalisks, but also to see burrowed infestors.
Yeah, burrowed infestors, even potentially a burrowed Bandit trap.
But now he knows that there are Mutalisks on the map, shutting down this drop.
15 Marines at a time being made. I can't believe we forgot about that drop to the north. So that could be something that comes back to bite ByuL if he has his Muse out of position.
But 14 minutes in the game, as a Zerg, you don't want to be a 40 supply behind your opponent, or 30 more.
You don't want to have Mutas out when your opponent already has 2-2 upgrades coming through and with all the turrets. He does pick off 1 Marine. He might get this reactor, which would be pretty big, but will he lose Mutas over it? He forces a big stim. That was a small victory.
Yeah, medivacs are being produced though, and the reactor does not burn down. He has an SCV to repair it. Infestation pit is a bit late. We have, well, of course, late because of how the game started.
Late,
the timings are a bit off if you want to go into a straight strategy here. Here comes the drop that you were talking about. You didn't forget about it after all.
Bomber certainly remembers, and he is definitely going to make sure that ByuL does not forget now. Well.
There we go. A bit delayed. And the move out. Bomber is going for the fourth, but leaves his third maybe a bit too wide open.
A little bit, but you know, as long as he pulls his SCVs before the Banelings connect, he's got some siege tanks here. He should be okay.
The
Baneling hits are decent.
The Baneling hits are decent, but they take down 9 Harvesters, which is not enough to win him the game.
Yeah, definitely not, especially because he's going to lose his third.
Yeah, there is no way for him to save the third.
Now he can kill the fourth, which isn't even finished yet.
Exactly, both bases without a chance. Oh,
no cancel. Yeah, that's a big deal. That's 300 less arrows he's going to have. The siege tank positioning here is perfect. ByuL is trying to set up the final flank. And once he attacks the bomber, the game will be decided.
Bomber has ByuL in choke grip right now. And he is choking him pretty heavily. Yeah. ByuL really gasping for air, trying to free himself, but it looks like Bomber is going for the kill. He's going to break his neck in just a second. Nice, but ByuL is going for the counterattack. He's kicking and he's trying, he's struggling. And can he take these units down? He will, but the second wave.
Yeah, the second wave is going to be too much for him. He's trying to make 6 Banelings right now, but the army supply is 100 versus 50. He's got double the army supply.
ByuL freed himself from the choke grip, but right now Bomber is just having a run up and trying to go for a drop kick.
I think Bomber could just drop a few scans, clear up this creep, and prepare for the end. ByuL really wants to get that weakened reactor from earlier. He will finally get that reactor, but he loses a Muta over it, and the barracks just gets replaced.
Bomber's letting up on his aggression a tiny little bit, just waiting and trying to stabilize before he does anything. He knows that he's now on 3 bases against 2. Yeah.
He's got the 4th command center about to finish up. He's about to have +2 armor, his +3 attack is on the way, +2 for his siege tanks even. This counterattack it looks scary if you look at it first, then you realize he's got a bunker and a siege tank.
These Banelings don't do anything. And here comes Bomber once again.
Cancel one more time. GG.
GG and welcome to Code S. Bomber, welcome ByuL, both of them advancing. Congratulations to the StarTale player. And of course also to the LGIM player. Guys, if you're fans, we mentioned the Twitter accounts earlier, send them a tweet. They definitely deserve it. We have the first question of the day answered. Our two
I gotta say, I was taking a sip of my hot steak, so I didn't answer right away, but I want to say this is something that's unique as well. We will not have a Zerg player taking the wild card of this group for the first time so far this week.
Yeah. And now we're in a situation. Now we of course have another 5-minute break, but yeah. We have our 2 Code S players. Now we have to find out who takes the 3rd spot in the group, who goes to play in the wildcard group on Friday. Before we do that, we are jumping into a short commercial break, and in 5 minutes we are back with the last set of 3 games in the up and down matches.